Hello and welcome to Charch Chat. I am Paul Charchian from LeagueSafe.com. Thanks for joining me here at Open Sports. Today we're going to talk about some of the guys you can pick up on the waiver wire this week as we look ahead to week 9, and some guys generally available in leagues that you can pick up and we have reason to believe will perform well over the coming weeks. We begin at the running back position. Ray Rice. Now, he was drafted in a lot of leagues because a lot of people thought that he could win the job from Willis McGahee coming out of the preseason. That didn't happen, and subsequently got dropped because he did nothing for the better part of a month. But, you know, after riding pine for the first part of the year, he's getting a lot more playing time now. 13 touches, 9 touches, and then 11 touches. And, you know, Willis McGahee's a time bomb, and he's looked really ordinary. He's averaging 3.5 yards per carry so far this year. 2 of the last 3 weeks, he's been around 2.5 yards per carry. So McGahee's not getting it done, and you know, John Harbaugh may open it up for another sort of round of opportunities for guys to come in and show what they can do. And, you know, I'm just not sold on McGahee between the injuries and the lousy performance. I'm not sold on McGahee. I think there's an opportunity here for Ray Rice, and it's a high-risk maneuver, but what the heck, probably worth it. And a better team than we thought the Ravens would be as well, and Joe Flacco progressing, and so that offense a little bit better than we had hoped as well. Let's go to the wide receiver position. I got 3 guys for you, beginning with Ted Ginn. This one seems a little obvious after last week, and I thought about mentioning him last week, before last week's games. But, all right, after 175 yards and a touchdown last week, we'll bring him up now from the better late than never category. If nothing else but to validate the selection, he's going to remain inconsistent because of the team he plays with and who he is. He's kind of a downfield burner kind of guy, but he's only 2 weeks removed from a negative 1 yard performance. But Miami's schedule, crazy easy. He's got, by the way I look at it, he has one tough game left on the schedule. That's Buffalo, week 14, the team he just dropped 175 on. So, I think Ginn's a safe pickup here. I still like Camarillo as well, and I think both those guys are going to have some pretty good games. But Ginn more of a home run threat. And so, I don't have a problem with picking him up. Pennington's playing well enough. Ronnie Brown's going to start throwing out of that wildcat formation pretty soon, and so sure, what the heck, let's give Ted Ginn a try here, even if it is a little bit obvious after 175 yards. Kevin Curtis returned to action last week. Not a blowout game, had a handful of catches, about 50 yards, which isn't all bad, but more importantly, looking forward, Deshaun Jackson's playing well on the opposite side with him. He's been, they've deemed him the starter. Reggie Brown's gonna move to a backup role, so he's gonna get plenty of playing time. The hernia's gonna get behind him. He's gonna get on the same page with Donovan McNabb. McNabb's having a quietly a nice little season. He's not killing teams, but he's playing well and good enough that Curtis should be able to get a little something done. Remember, he led the team last year. He's already got a nice history with McNabb, and he's a good pickup. Lastly, Reggie Williams from Jacksonville. Matt Jones could be suspended any minute now, and Reggie Williams, who scored 10 times last year, was found in the end zone last week. He would step up and become as much of a go-to receiver as they've got there. Now, this is probably the one I feel most strongly about. Jacksonville's schedule very soft going forward. He's got a lot of good opportunities here. And so Reggie Williams, somebody that was sneaky, might have been drafted based on the 10 touchdowns that he had last year. Might have been drafted in your league, but got dropped for sure by now. He's available virtually every league. So Reggie Williams, my final guy that you could pick up for this week. All right, so there you go. 4 guys that should be available on your waiver wire. Probably 3 of those 4 anyway, likely available on your waiver wire, and good opportunities for them going forward. Thanks for watching Charch Chat here at Open Sports.
So you think you can tackle a pro? There's only one way to find out. Click on fantasy at opensports.com.